Team Replay, make sure you guys go visit me at KRISPYPRINTZ.shop. Get your most vibrant of DTF prints and UV prints. Your boy is constantly in here on the grind, gritting to it, making sure we are doing the best to provide the best crispy art possible. Also follow me on TikTok at KRISPY.PRINTZ shop. That's my new TikTok page. I am making a lot of different changes, so yeah, make sure you guys follow me. KRISPY.PRINTZ on TikTok and KRISPYPRINTZ on Instagram as well. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed, productive day and all is going in your favor. This is a late night edition, so your boy is in here working a late night shift essentially. If you guys have questions, go ahead and please ask them. Other than that, yeah, I got a couple customers stopping by, so if I do walk away, it's just to greet the customers and give them their orders. We're going to talk about some changes that are coming, some new things that are happening with the shop, and of course, whatever is on your guys' mind. Greatly appreciate you guys. Bar, what is going on with you? In here on the late night, just gritting to it. Getting ready to update everybody on the changes that has taken place at this shop. Show you guys what I'm working on. Had to change out a couple of parts. What's going on, T-Town? You should have got your tracking number and all of that. Had to switch out a couple of parts. Our new DTF printer should be here tomorrow or the next day, and it's going to be huge. So for those that's been following me on all the social medias, I've been teasing and showing a little bit of up here. As you can see, it's completely cleared out. You kind of can hear my voice. I got a recoil. Yeah, it should say that it's shipped. I put a tracking number and everything, but I haven't left here yet either. So that could be what it is. It'll be updated. I'll send a tracking number. I always take a picture and send it to you. Greatly appreciate you though, T-Town. You already know, brother. But yeah, I didn't get to go to the other shop today. Your boy has been here actually getting printing done because, like I said, the machine was down for a couple of days and we were waiting on an actual part to send the electricity through the actual machine. The day that we started clearing this all out, that DTF printer went down. We couldn't figure out what it was. So we ended up buying print heads. We ended up buying a whole bunch of other things. Come to find out that it was a fuse that wasn't sending power properly. So yeah, I'm learning as I go with all these new things. I'm trying to take pictures of the parts that are being replaced, trying to get a better understanding of how this big old machine back here works, especially since we have another one coming. The newest one coming is a UFO by American Print Supplies. If you guys would like to get on the web and go check that out, see what that looks like. It's essentially the same machine, but it's not. It's got a whole different case to it, and it's called the UFO. And that's once again by not All American. That's American Print Supply Company, not All American Print Supply Company. And it does look a little bit futuristic, you know, when you go to look at it. T-Town's all this in. Oh, it didn't go to UPS tonight. Yeah, yes it did. A fuse, so it's not just a regular relay fuse. T-Town, yes, it did get shipped out. Let me clear that out. Clear that first. It's shipped out and the tracking information should be in there. However, I'm here. I'm not at my main desk. I know I sent it out today. Just waiting on the website to actually update. There's fuses on the opposite side of this machine down here on the opposite side. And they're huge. They're about, man, I wish I had it here still. They're very big. They're not like the small little fuses that you're used to. They're about this big on either side. And they're metal looking. So the inside, from all of this humidity that's being pumped into the air on the opposite side, it was getting caught and it actually got into that fuse and it blew a fuse. So every time the print head would go this way, it would look like we were losing power and didn't know what was going on. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to answer a question and explain what's going on. Just making sure all is well. But yeah, so once this was leaving the station, it was getting to about there, and then the power was just like flickering out. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. First we thought it was the cord. We thought there was a short in the cord, so we ended up taking this side panel off, found out a whole bunch of different little variable parts that was inside here. Nothing was wrong with this. We didn't get the red lights of death. If anybody knows what that means, the motherboard up in there usually has 2 green lights on them. See them? Okay, there's 1 green light you can kind of see. There's another green light in here. We were looking in here for the red light of death, because anytime you get that red light of death, you know it's a bust. You know, you either need a new motherboard or you need something that's going to be expensive. We had our electrician come in, the one that actually ran our 220 for the machine. He was able to use a fuse, like a fuse tester, and it tells the voltage that's going through the actual fuse. And he found that one of the fuses was dead behind this panel. Now, I don't have the screws. I'm not about to take this all apart, but once I get that other piece, as soon as I find it, I will show you guys what it is that I'm talking about. Everything on this machine has been changed out one way or another. Whether it's been the dampeners, whether it's been the ribbons, these ribbons right here, the print head, the actual capping station, the cords to actually make the move, the capping station, like everything has been replaced at least once. Mind you guys, we got this machine last August. August hasn't even came around yet, and almost everything has had to have been replaced at least once on here. So it's like a big old learning curve. When I say a learning curve, you never know. You got to learn to listen for certain sounds, see if the machine is acting the way that it's supposed to be acting, because 9 times out of 10, if it's not, there's some type of problem that's going to further delay. The best thing is catching, identifying, and replacing it so you can get back to printing. With that being said, clean that mess. Jeff B, what's going on? Darting around is on here. Great to have you on here, sir. Greatly appreciate you. Man, we're going to clean this bad boy, all right? As soon as that UFO get in here, this is going to come all out. We're going to do a deep sea cleaning, get all of this white splashing up out of here, make her look pretty again. But you know, we got to do what we got to do. Nicole, what is going on with you? It's been a minute. I don't think I had these gray hairs last time you was here. I got gray hairs now. That's how long you been missing, ma'am. Leonardo, what is going on? Clean up. Wop. We are. I promise this will be cleaned up. Just more excited to show you guys the new machine. I'm kind of curious as to how this new machine is going to run. I know it runs on the same programs, but like the way that it looks is more futuristic, like I keep saying. And that's kind of hard to visualize. But you guys can go see it right now at American Print Supply. It's called the UFO. And currently it should be here soon. I thought it was going to be here yesterday, honest with you guys, but it wasn't. So, you know how that go. How was y'all day going though? Keep strong, my brother. Oh yeah, definitely gonna keep strong. I just popped print head. Jeez, 2500 DX7. Lord have mercy. 2500. Man, I asked her, where did you get your print head from? And why did it cost so much? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hopefully that's, you know, good God. Well, the print heads that we are changing our XPs, and they're $14.95. So I definitely I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that I should be doing all that I'm doing for, but Lord have mercy. What kind of printer you got over there, sir? DigiPrint, okay. Muta, okay. Great printer. Great printer. We were up in the air about getting that printer. I wanted that printer bad. But we ended up going with this UFO because we have a great rapport with this American Print Supply company, and they've been doing us right. Been walking us through all types of stuff, troubleshooting everything. And print. Are we going to print? All right, let's print. Let's get it ready. 7703. So aside from the printers themselves, anybody have that new slim dryer? And if you do, how does it work? I need to talk to my homeboy t-shirt buddy because he has that slim dryer. I am asking about the slim dryer because I think we're going to get one. We need one. Godzilla. We're getting one next week. Okay. So the dryer that we got coming with the UFO is, I guess, half the size, and it's able to print through the front door. Unlike this one, where we had to take out the door to bring this big old dryer in, which was crazy. Superman crazy, y'all. I know we're running some more 220 in here, so it's definitely going to be a lot of electricity running through. I know that electricity bill about to be retarded. We get one next week. Did my print come out cool? Then did you see them? Yeah, they look crispy, man. I did see them. They didn't look crazy. They looked like how they were supposed to look. Now, the PayPal payment, for some odd reason, is saying it's unclaimed and I can't claim it. But I don't know if that's something I have to do on my side. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Actually, you're the first person that's ever paid through PayPal as far as the direct-to-film and all this other stuff goes. I usually just use that for my schools when I'm doing shirts for the schools. Uh-oh. Classic video right up there. That was me testing out all the different transfers before I got into transfers my daggone self. And I'm not sure why PayPal does that. I hate when they do that. That's the only way I could pay. For whatever reason, that is so crazy. I've had like 4 more orders since you ordered, and everybody else has been able to pay. I'm not sure what that was. But Shopify has been down. Shopify has been sending me notification after notification. That and the Gang Sheet Builder people have been sending me notification asking if certain things wasn't working and them updating the website. Like, I wasn't paying attention to the Shopify notifications as much, but I'm paying attention to them now because, oh my gosh, it seems like they've always got an issue going on. So what might end up happening, T-Town, is I might send you that payment back and then ask for you to send it on, like, I don't know, Cash App or whatever. But I'm going to wait till you get your prints and everything. I'm not too concerned with it. I think it might be saying unclaimed because I switched locations. My locations for that PayPal was at my old address off of Middle Branch. When I had the other store, I was shooting all the content. Once I moved locations, Shopify doesn't understand that. Neither does PayPal. It's like you can't move locations for whatever reason without it being a whole bunch of problem. And went through Shop. Not sure if you know what that is. Yeah, Shop is like, it comes with Shopify, and it's their most trusted program. It gives people the option to pay a little bit now, but Shop will pay us in full, the entirety, and then you'll be able to break it up into payments on your ends. Let's just say you want to get something that costs $100. This is roughly, loosely speaking, and maybe you only have $5. You could drop $5 on it every 20 or so days, and until you pay it off. Building yourself up a credit with Shop. So Shop just actually came with the website. I would have preferred something else. But Shop is what was recommended. I'm still fairly new to this. I had someone build my website for me. I did not go on and actually build a Shopify store from start to finish. I actually, once it was completed, I went in and said, no, yes, I don't like it. You switch this, and then had them show me some things additionally. I'm not good at websites, so, I had somebody else do it. Barb, I looked at your DTF builder, didn't realize I need to put my graphics in a folder so I know which ones to add. Okay. So you do get your option to build your own profile once you get onto the Gang Sheet Builder, and it will save those images from every order that you put in. So if you want to let's just say you have like 10 orders with me, and now you just want to make a random sheet of art that you've already used in the Gang Sheet Builder. You can simply go through that folder, click on the folder, and it'll bring up all those images, and then you can just go ahead and click on it, and it'll bring it to the Gang Sheet Builder by itself. Give me a second, guys. Let me wound this up. I'm still here with you. So how's everybody else's day been? What are we working on? Is there anybody else out there that prints direct-to-film prints? If so, I would like to ask you questions. Like Leonardo, what's been a headache since you've had your machine other than print heads? And I can just about imagine having to pay for one. That's a major headache. And have you had anything like the color not coming through right, or the humidity playing a big factor in your printing not being able to be printed? Hopefully, if I'm asking that right, have you had to replace fuses or anything like that? stick. I had my take-up reel on my actual UV machine crash yesterday, so now I'm waiting on a piece for the UV machine for the take-up part, which is actually more crucial on the UV than it is on this machine. Hold on, guys, looking for my other phone because I got a customer that's coming. And I told them to call me before they get here. Here we go. I do. AC is so, I had that nailed. Wow. Ask away. Biggest problem was tech support. Man, I'm going to say that again. Tech support, tech support, tech support. You know why tech support? Because there's nobody over here that really is going through. They're actually learning as we're learning it right now. There's a couple of companies that are actually running this machine, but I don't think they're keeping a tab on it. So therefore, the tech support is not, it just doesn't exist. That's why when something goes out, you kind of got to figure out, okay, what made it go out? Did it have something to do with the humidity? Was there a print head strike? We didn't see it. It could be a list of a bunch of different things, but as far as them knowing, no, there's no help there. At least from what have I experienced. Are they both, or is it just the first? Totally fine. If not, I'm really only needing 7612 tonight. I'll call as soon as I'm there. Just seen this. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I was looking for this phone, because I knew the customer was texting me. They're coming 30 minutes away, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, so I gotta, be responsive. Checking now. But like I was saying, there's really no tech support because I'm not sure where you got your Mutal, if you even got it from here, or if you got it, from across the sea. I'm not too sure. Not really wanting to pry into your business. You don't even have to offer that to me, but I do know for the companies that are here, it's almost like none of them are actually working with the machine. They're selling the machine, but they're not working with the machine. And those little generic videos that they give you, them little generic videos don't help with much of nothing. I'm not scared to say that because it didn't help us. Well, not when we got the 3300, not when we got this machine either. Did not help. No help. No ding dong on my forehead. What? Jeff B, what are you talking about, man? Crazy. I run 2 Mutal. Solvent Tech was clueless. That's how they were with this. We actually there's only one company, American Print Supply. Not to be confused with All American Print Supply, but American Print Supply. Their tech, he was on it. He knows what he's talking about, and they're constantly working with the machines right now. Hence the reason we got the UFO. They've been running it for 10 months, so they say, without hardly any issues. So they haven't had to change the print head now. This is 10 months. So I'm not sure if their climate is like our climate. I'm not sure if it's in a box room where the humidity is expertly controlled. I don't know all of these extra caveat questions that we should know, but I'm thinking they have it in a well-ventilated area where the humidity is not an issue, and that's the reason they haven't had to change it. And they are doing documentation of their UFO running for the last 10 months without issue. Check on here real quick. I'm not ignoring you guys. I want to look at this. She said 7713. It's like a whole different week. I don't think I got that one. Let's see. Yeah, 7713 was not done. So what is your favorite ink to use, if you don't mind me asking? And what is your to-go-to film, if you don't mind me asking? I've used quite a few, and I ask these questions on Instagram, like, with the differences, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that say that, oh, this is the best one, double-sided high peel, where there's other people saying single-sided is the best. Is it hot or is it cold? What is your preference? So when this machine was down, and we kind of got backed up, like I was saying to you guys earlier. So we're still running prints from Friday, and this is Tuesday. I know, horrible, 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 but we're working around the clock. Brian was here all morning. I'm going to be here all night till about 1, 2 in the morning, and then Jason's going to come in, work from then until probably 10 or 11 in the morning, just around the clock until we can get all the way caught back up. This is why we are super excited to have this other machine in here and get it set up. Tim, I will be on the mentor group. Call to work on the business tomorrow too. I have a list. You heard that, Tim. Bought from STS. Okay. We haven't really got any products from STS. I have went and looked at their machines. I went to the Impressions Expo at the beginning of this year, and I seen a nice STS. And I seen a nice Cobra too. It was a powderless. I want to say it was powderless. And then they had one that didn't have any fumes. There's probably like 6 or 7 of them with new features I had never seen before, and I haven't seen yet even on the YouTube or the Instagram. I haven't seen nowhere. So I'm curious to see how those machines work. But I don't want to be the first one to get one of those machines and figure out how it works, if that makes sense. Any double-sided works better, less slippage. You know, we had one that was double-sided, very thin. The peel was perfect. But aligning it up in between these rollers and not have it walking, that slippage what you're talking about, like if you go to pull the film out and it starts walking, or it switch from roller to roller, that was an issue. Now we are using, I think this is from, oh, that's the print head. I'm not sure where this is coming from, because we keep switching out. We keep swapping out films. But are you using one supplier to get your film, or is this you testing random suppliers? I use Big Boy Ink in my DTF. I know a lot of people say that, Barb. A lot of folks have said that. I have heard that a lot. Any double-sided works better, less slippage. I agree, Leonardo. I use double-sided film. It's okay. Yeah, my order was from Friday or Thursday. Yes, your order was that late. I mean, that's when you did place the order, but we weren't able to get the part until earlier today or yesterday, one of the days. And they just got put in. And that's with overnighting, unfortunately, on the weekend. But it's done, T-Town, I promise you. The order is completely done, all right? My DTF printer looks like peanuts compared to your huge printer. That's just the thing. I want one of the desktop printers. I really, 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 really want to try one of the desktop printers out. I want to see what the maintenance is. I want to see if it's able to keep. I want to see a lot of differences in between that and this machine. I've seen people get the desktop printers. I've seen them do a couple of transfers, but I haven't seen anyone like with the day-to-day and what issues they may have had, and if they have to change anything out. Those are the questions I have. I want to know if it's worth getting a desktop printer. And Epson, if you hear me, I was there at the beginning of this year. You released a desktop printer. I was there for the the showing of this printer. It looked promising. Now it did print a little bit slow, but I'm just curious, you know? Give me 1 second, guys. I want to mark this off. Get the next few lined up real quick. Desktop printers are not for production, okay? Right, Beats, what's going on with you, sir? How have you been? There's another DTF printer right there. And we've actually got on and talked live. I'm just asking people, you know, especially with the desktop printers, if they like it. I'm trying to find out more information about it. Like, is it even worth it to get a desktop printer, or, you know, no. I want to know if it's as much of a headache as a bigger printer. 1 second, guys. Got scary characters and flowers and stuff. Yep, here doing some late night printing. Looks like you're making beats back there. No. So what had happened was I needed to write down some numbers. Shopify did like 100 and something orders, and the names didn't come through and the numbers were messed up, so we had to go in and do our own little system to keep track of it. This way we know that we're completing the orders and not losing them. Shopify has had a couple of issues within the last couple of weeks, so it wasn't just a direct to film. It was actually the host, the platform for this, for a lot of this stuff. Show you guys what it's looking like. They got like Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, and like dandelions and stuff like that. The Hellraiser. Not sure if you guys know who that is. Mine aren't very fast. They do most jobs. I need a couple of gang sheets done, and it would be faster to have you do it. Wow, it's that slow? It's that slow? Like on average, how long does it take for you to just do a regular, let's just say a 10 by 12 image or a 12 by 12 image? And I get it that, you know, the smaller ones are slower, but I didn't think they were that slow. Good God. Leonardo, I get a 12-inch machine. That good backup 2-head can be the i3200. Okay. So this is a 2-head machine. However, we've only used the one set. We've never hooked into the second set due to the complications and just not wanting to mess with it. The UFO that's coming has both print heads already in there. And it's supposedly a 24-inch, although we only print 22 inches. So we're still trying to make sense of that, but that's just what it is. They tell you it's a 24-inch printer, but realistically, you can realistically print maybe 23.5, maybe? I wouldn't try to go 24. Not at all. Hellraiser, bruh. We showing y'all, This ain't me, though. I wish I did come up with this. This is what somebody put in. I just happened to know who it was. So here in Canton, we're doing Summer Wing. All right? The people in Ohio love horror, I guess, you know? And we celebrate Halloween a couple of times. Not just during Halloween. Same with Christmas. We celebrate Christmas a couple times, not just during Christmas. And right now we're having a summer wing sale. So if you guys were to visit Vinyl Supply Unlimited, you'll see where it's, July is the month of summer wing. Who would have thunk it? I didn't. But yeah, so they bring these horror characters and they try to make them look pretty, but they still be horrible. I do proactive maintenance and have replaced the print heads. Keep checking out here because I know there's a customer coming, and I did tell them to call, but you know, I do proactive maintenance and have replaced the print head 3 times in my 3-year-old printer. Okay, I have changed it out, yet in a DTF printer I bought last November. Probably just jinxed myself. No, knock on some wood. I wonder how much it is for your guys' print heads, if it's still that much. See, these are all questions I have. This is why I want a desktop, just so I can, you know, go through it. As you asking me or Barb, I'm still at the old shop. As you can see, everything's been cleared out here, and this is just going to be the printing shop. So most of my time will actually be spent in here because I'm taking you guys through the printing journey, and I'm glad all the customers here no more. Not that there is anything wrong with the customers. I love the customers, but this is more intimate. This is, I will be able to get more in depth. You know what I'm saying? I won't have to really stop recording or not be able to record because we have certain folks in here, if that makes sense. So yeah, still at the old shop. Tomorrow I will be giving a tour of the new shop before I start printing tomorrow evening. So I'll show you guys what it looks like, the transformation. And for those that live in the Canton area and you do not know the location, I'm going to show it real quick. I haven't memorized it myself, but there you go. 4911 Whipple Avenue, Northwest Canton, Ohio. It's over by the old Best Buy, basically where Great Escapes is at, right next to there. If you know where Daida Cold Press is, it's in that same plaza as the Navy enlisting office, and what else is over there? You can get your workout equipment. It's all types of stuff over there. Don't come to Canton. You can't tell Jeff B. We want him to come to Canton. It's about to be the Hall of Fame. We need all the people we can. You just come to you come here. You visit the Hall of Fame. You come visit us at VSU. You go get you something to eat, and then you go back home. Just don't linger, all right? My print heads are $300. That is still costly. That's a nice chunk of change. My goodness. And Barb, how long did you say it takes to print one 12 by 12? Leonardo F1080 head minimum. Jesus. I run 2 Pro Color L1800 DTF printers. Okay. Oh my gosh, 12. We don't need you to second that. We need folks to come to Canton, okay? And it's not like that, y'all. Don't be listening to the haters. Canton's a beautiful place to visit. Beautiful place to come get yourself something to eat. You know, go check out the Hall of Fame. Come out to North Canton, wave a little bit, and then go on about your business. Don't linger. That's all I'm saying. It's when you linger, things happen. You mean the Hall of Fame? They can't. Jeff, it's almost finished. I promise it's almost finished. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, it may have took us 18 years to get this Hall of Fame together, but it's coming together, and it looks beautiful, all right? Here we go. No hate, just the truth, bro. And then you got 12 subtly saying it like no biggie. Listen, Kansas City is beautiful in the daytime, all right? Like I said, just don't linger. But yeah, let me wind this up a little bit and I'll get back to chatting with you. How much was that Mutah? Leonardo, how much was the Mutah? Was it in the 30,000 range? Life's a barbecue. Got him hating on my Canton. Y'all leave Canton alone. Life's too short for bad barbecue, alright? I ain't said that's what a customer said. You wanna see what this customer just said right here? Perfect little shirt. I love the artwork. Y'all love doing this. I love looking at everybody's artwork. The crispiness. Look at that. Life's too short for bad barbecue. Always love the artwork. It's gorgeous. Got the Canton C on them. Check them out. That's tough, y'all. Not only if I ate pork. Alright. They probably got some good barbecue. Oh, my mama. Alright. Muto was only $12K. With ink. $12K? 24-inch printer? The C is for Carolinas. You better stop it. The C is for Canton. Say it with your chest now. Canton. I'm going to say it with the pushing T's. Canton. All right. Sung it a little bit, all right. Made my money back, but the ink is a killer. The ink is a killer. How much is the white? I think the bottle of white ink, this bottle is $110, I believe. And then the colors are $80 or $84, something like that. I know the white is the most costly. But Muto has a single head. Okay. Mike was seeking. Jeff B, you was a fool. So, anybody that's just coming on here or may not know what it is that I do, I am in the printing industry. Your boy started off with HTV. I swore to never actually mess with direct-to-film. Here I am messing with direct-to-film. It took me a minute to actually get to this stage. Me and my brother actually seen the curve where the direct-to-film was getting ready to take over the industry. However, I just wasn't sold on it, and I thought it was too complicated. Going through all that I went through now, it's really not that complicated. I mean, as long as you're able to identify the problem. Identifying the problem is the biggest thing with direct-to-film. If you're able to spot where that problem is starting, you're able to fix that machine. Now, we were speaking on here earlier about the techs. The techs couldn't help you spot the problem, nor do they have a solution for the problem. Because 9 times out of 10, the techs don't even know what's going on. They're watching some video that they've gotten from overseas. So your best bet is to align yourself with someone that's actually working with this machine day in and day out. Hence the reason I'm looking for a desktop. And I actually want to go with someone that's been through the trials and errors, already replacing the print heads or replacing the tubing, just so I know how complicated it is with a desktop printer. All of that just to regurgitate and actually get out to my audience, because like I said, there's people showing the pretty prints off of the Pro Color. No one's actually showing the Pro Color when it's down, it's having issues, and there's parts that have to be swapped in and out. And that's really my whole reason for even being in a direct-to-film. So every time something goes out, I do have it recorded. I just haven't really put it out. One, I'm not an expert on direct-to-film printing. This is my first year messing with it. I always look at the small, both on the outskirts. Both on the outskirts. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely going to be doing that from here on out. I can't believe you got that for $12K. It's mind-boggling. But then again, you know, I see a lot of people with Muto. Actually, Merch Studios, one of my favorite guys to follow here on social media, is because he explains thoroughly working with the Muto printer and the other printers and all the things that he had to change, which to me was like a breath of fresh air. You're not just showing me a print. You're not just showing me that it works. I actually had a conversation about a week or so ago on here, and they were talking about one of the machines that ran for 5 hours straight. And I was like, well, any machine can run 5 hours straight, so long as the cleaning's already been done, the film's already been changed, the ink has already been loaded up, and you know that the nozzle print test is a go. So once that nozzle print test is a go, of course, I can show you this machine back here just printing. Well, what I want to see is when this ain't printing, how to identify the problem and what makes it work, you know? And that's what I've been going through this last little bit of year, or, you know, the last few months that I've actually been doing this. right, Dave. That's you, Dave. Just looking crispy in there. All American has older models cheap. Not all American. I meant to say American Print Supply. All American Print Supply, I do know them, but none of this stuff is from them. This is from American Print Supply, which I thought was the same company, but it's not. Completely different. And no rhyme or reason. We'll go into that at a later time. All right, let's go down here. For instance, you guys just heard me talking about being able to print and just keep printing and just keep printing. Well, yeah, this has already had the print nozzle test cleanings and all that before I even got online. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to say I just started printing and it worked perfectly. No, this daggone thing took about 45 minutes, but it had been running all day. This machine has been running since 10 a.m. this morning. So around 8 p.m., we had to do a couple of cleans, you know, just to make sure everything was going right. When I went to do the print nozzle test, it wasn't showing that all the white was there. So we let it soak for a little bit. Then once we let it soak, ran a couple images, did a nozzle print test, we're back printing. And ideally, this is, you know, how you want it to work. If I have to stop and change it a couple of times while it's printing, let's just say every 10 feet or every 15 feet, that's a headache, essentially. What you're looking for is something that will continuously run. Hence the reason why I'm asking these questions about the desktops and, you know, different conversations like that. For 12 inches. Mutal, get like an hour. Then we have to clean, purge, up and go. Reason for Mutal was no wet cap. Ink's 500 mil. Okay, 100. So about 200 per liter. Sheesh. Okay. Testing Chinese now. I need 3 months to give an opinion. I can definitely, hey, I'm going to be there at the end of them 3 months too, because I want your opinion for sure. And basically with all of these machines, that's why I did see a lot of people. I've seen a lot of crafters with the desktop printers. And no shade or anything. I've all seen them make a print, but I haven't really seen anybody, or maybe I'm not paying enough attention. I haven't seen anybody run into a problem and how did they fix that problem. All of these orders, most of them is 240 inches. All of them is 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet. So that takes me around 20 minutes to print 20 feet. I speak Chinese. Does that count? Yeah. So we need you over here to work us out an awesome deal. That way we could just buy from China. You know what I'm saying? They could just send it right on over. And we can have you translate that good old, that price. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jeff. That's a plus plus. So I've heard a lot of talks too about not purchasing from the printing companies here, go straight to China. And, you know, that's what was done. So it took a minute, but we had some connection. So it wasn't all the way 100% us. We had a little bit of help. But I'm wanting to speak to somebody. See, don't you want to speak to somebody that's got machines from China and brought them on over? That name is just the O sound in the end. Mutal. Mutu. Mutal. I always say Mutal. I don't know if chat group Jeff is me. We do need a good chat group, all right? Tag everybody in and bring everybody on in here. Well, thanks guys for my night not being so bland. I've been in here bumping music for the last couple hours. Been here since 5. So, like I said, I am working the night shift. Probably get out around 1, 12:31-ish, you know. Go home. I need some watermelon, man. I know y'all don't care to know, but your boy been on this watermelon kick. Watermelon juice, eating watermelon, I love fruits. Backing down off the meats. Look at these popping colors. Sheesh. Yeah, but if anybody would like to see the UFO, the printer that's getting ready to come, or should be here within the next couple of days, American Print Supply. If you're thinking about purchasing anything, tell them Mike sent you. You know what I'm talking about? These times it's just, oh, at the end, laugh out loud. Playing some Young Jock. Uh-oh. Jeff B, don't be letting your shoulder lean too hard. It's 10:54, so I know you're getting ready to fall through. Let me see. If you have funds, it's expensive, but Mamaki is kicking it also. You know, a lot of folks have talked about the Mamaki. I haven't personally had the chance to get my hands on the Mamaki. That's another one I did see at the printing shows, the impression show, and I think I seen it at the Graphics Expo. Mamaki is a really good brand. Graphics Warehouse, I believe that's who I'll be talking to on Instagram. He has their sticker machine. And I think he won that sticker machine, but he's doing some pretty amazing stuff with it. Seeing that all of these machines use the printer heads from Epson, I'm looking for an Epson printer to just drop. Like an Epson printer like this. And I'm pretty sure everybody's going to talk about it. It's probably going to be the best thing because all of these machines use the Epson print heads. I went and I looked. No price, though. What did you look at? The UFO? The Truth and NCU if Fire. I have 2 Mamaki Ecos. Okay. And a UV. They're a killer to start out. Sheesh. So this bad boy gave me an issue. Not me. It actually gave Jason an issue. The motor right here ran out. So we got to get a whole nother motor for this. This is a take-up reel from... what's this take-up reel? From that. From over there. We thought it was the same motor, and it is not. So this right here got shot down. I mean, we could still run it, but somebody would have to actually hold this plastic that's actually coming off here while it's printing, which is another nightmare. I mean, it ain't too bad, but still, you don't want to be sitting there holding that while it's trying to print. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't think the UVs is nearly as complicated as the DTF, the regular DTF. There's not as much... I mean, this is pretty much plug and play. Let it go. Other than that take-up reel being an issue back there. I can actually let this just print and print and print and print when it's running the way it's supposed to. This we just have to babysit because, you know, you never know. Alright, let me go check this out. Let me see if I can pull it up over here. Show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm actually going to bring up this other printer if I can. Here it is right here. That's actually the machine that we're getting. The same dryer, same machine. Should be here. The price was a little over $30,000 for this machine. I don't know why it says you got to call. Yeah, kind of looks different. I'm kind of wanting to see what this is how this gonna work, you know? And all to my DTF companies that I was talking to, if you guys would have got back with me, you know, I would have been purchasing a direct-to-film printer from you guys, but I don't know. It's like when you speak on it, sometimes they take you serious, sometimes they don't. I usually don't speak on anything unless I know it's going to be purchased for sure, but I don't know. Some of these people are finicky. But yeah, I think I got on here and accomplished what I wanted to, which was to update you guys on what's going on here. I really haven't been coming on YouTube neither because it's not really a lot to show you guys other than me catching up on PRINTZ. But I am wanting to I want to talk to somebody with a desktop printer. Like, we all know that some of these big industrial printers, they have their issues, and we've all spoke on it. You know, whether we wanted to speak on it or we didn't want to speak on it, we at least know some of the problems that's going on with it. Some of the things that have to be changed or fixed. But with the desktop printers, is it worth spending $3,500 on one of those desktop printers? Barb, going off of what you're saying, M&N, 350 for a print head is reasonable. But then not being able to do a gang sheet is not reasonable. So, you know, just listening to what people have to say on the internet and those that are actually working with their desktop printers. I just have a couple of questions. HP is coming out with the maddest DTF printer. When is that? That's crazy, better not mess up. Yeah, that part. Water-based ink are print head killers. I agree. That and this right here. There's no reason why. But in order for this to work like it's supposed to, this has to be here. Couldn't figure out why we couldn't get it to print right. This is going all the way back to the 3300, the first printer from Uninet. Thing couldn't hold, it couldn't print for, it would print starting off beautiful, but then we get banding. Mad banding in the white, and the print heads would clog up. We wasn't sure what was going on. We reached out to the company, as we spoke in this probably 30 times already since the beginning of this conversation. Uninet couldn't help us with nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't know. They put us on the phone with a tech, somebody that speculated, but they hadn't really went through it themselves. I can say that because essentially I felt like we were the guinea pigs that went through it. I know that they're getting more support right now. They have a lot of folks that they can say, oh, now we know what's wrong with it. But at the time, we were like the first people with the machine, one of the first people. There's a couple other people out there. Come to find out, that humidity got to be right. You see it says 74. You don't want it to go no lower than 68. You really don't want it to be no higher than 80 neither, because that's when all the inner components start getting wet and having issues. For those that are waiting for a video from me, one shall be coming soon. But I greatly appreciate you guys tapping and hopping in on this live. Getting ready to rip some more gang sheet, or actually some orders, and, you know, send some orders, listen to some music, finish getting into the groove. I greatly appreciate all you guys, all the time that always hops on. Barb. For me, it's reasonable. I can do gang sheets, but it takes a long time. The A3 Plus sheets don't take a long time. Any printer there is going to be upkeep. That is for sure. For sure. Same with you, Leonardo. Definitely, I'm going to catch up with you, and you be safe as well. Barb, M&N, Seek and I are coming for you soon. Very soon. We want to talk about the farm. We want to talk about all the different machines, moving locations. I think I may have found you, but I'm not sure if I found you on YouTube. All right? Or I might be getting you confused with Bling Bomb Vault Don, okay? There's two of you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace. Thank you guys always. Appreciate you. The other store will be up soon to show you.